are watching CoastLife, and you know we love celebrating local theater. The Milton Theatre, right here in our backyard, we love so much. JP is here, or I guess rather I'm here talking to JP. So tell us about the Rocky Horror Picture Show that you guys have coming up. This is a big scale production for what seems like the little Milton Theatre, but it's not so small.
Well, that's what we're known for, bringing big city entertainment to small town Milton. This is the second time that we're doing it. We did it last year. Last year, it was just one weekend, and the whole run was sold out. There were people who were angry at us because they could not get tickets, and the people who saw the show were angry at us as well because they want to see it for a second time. So for this year, we've expanded the show times. We're doing 10 shows from the 19th to the 29th, and what's new this year is that we're going to have 2 callback shows. So for people who are not familiar with that, callback shows are audience interactive shows where the audience have lines and props and they can interact with the people on stage. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That is a lot of fun. And I mean, that's sort of, in a lot of ways, the traditional Rocky Horror Picture Show. So maybe for people who have never seen the show or participated in the performance, what can they expect when they come to see it?
Well, yeah, that's traditional for Rocky Horror, but Rocky Horror is not traditional at all. They can expect a lot of rock and roll, a lot of crazy fun, a lot of comedy. It's just an eccentric and really out-of-the-box show that, plot-wise, it's one of the lesser serious stories out there, but people can just expect to have so much fun, and I think we need that right now, just to have so much fun in attending a show.
We really do need a lot of fun, and I think this is the perfect show to kind of bring that to the area, especially as we kind of gear up for Halloween and all the fun, sort of spooky fun. You mentioned sort of that big city-style entertainment and bringing it to small-town Milton. I don't know that a lot of people realize that these actors that you have in the show, they're from all over, right?
Yes, absolutely. Not just the actors, but also the musicians. They come from all over the country. I think we had about 600 to 700 people audition for the roles that we have. So yeah, big quality entertainment coming to Milton.
Well, I know it's going to be a lot of fun. So when can people expect to see the show?
So we have 10 shows from October, opens this Thursday, from October 19 to 29. They can get their tickets at miltontheatre.com.
Awesome. I know it's going to be a ton of fun, but we're not done here yet. We're going to introduce you to some of the cast members when we get back. All right, CoastLife, before the break, we were telling you about Milton Theatre's production of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. We're hanging with some of the cast here. We got Darby, Dean, and Kate. Darby, let's start with you. Tell me a little bit about the character you're playing, what you like about your character, and a little bit what you love about theater.
Sure. Okay. So I play Janet Weiss. She is your stereotypical 1950s housewife. And what I love about her is that throughout her journey, she discovers that she doesn't need to be codependent on her fiance anymore. And she grows into someone who is independent and finds herself on her own.
Awesome. So, I mean, you mentioned she's sort of stereotypical 1950s housewife. Do you see any of those characteristics that are still relevant to a 2023 audience?
Yes, absolutely. I definitely feel like in 2023, we still find that women feel like they need to rely on someone else maybe to carry them along, whether it's in their career or just in life itself. And hopefully they can learn from this too, that you don't need anyone.
Yeah. So how long have you been doing theater, musical theater productions like this?
I've been doing theater since I started summer camp in the 6th grade, but I've been doing professional theater for almost 10 years now. So it's been a little while, but the theater bug definitely bit me early.
Awesome. I love that. So the theater bug, it does tend to bite people, and when it does, it bites hard. Can you give us a little preview maybe of what audience members might hear while they're seeing the show?
Okay. This is her 1950s housewife energy. All right. Well, it's nicer than Betty Monroe had. Now we're engaged and I'm so glad that you've met Mom and you know Dad. I've one thing to say and that's Brad. I'm mad for you too. Oh, Brad, I'm mad for you.
Amazing. I feel bad that there's not a packed audience here to start clapping for you, but there will be packed audiences throughout all of the showings of that. I have no doubt. That was awesome. All right, Dean. Tell me a little bit about the character that you're playing and a little bit of what you love about theater too.
Okay, awesome. So I play Riffraff, and he is Frankenfurter's right-hand man. He's the butler of the mansion. He oversees things, how the mansion is running, but he's also a little spooky, creepy, a little mysterious. And I love Riffraff. I mean, he's really fun to play. I've been doing theater for 11 years now, so I also got bit by the bug quite early. And I love theater. I love expressing myself in many different ways. I love to sing. I love to dance. So, yeah.
What's something about this show that you're really excited for audience members to see?
I mean, Rocky Horror is a cult classic, so I'm really excited just for audience to see it in general, to have fun. I feel like this is a really fun show. I think it's a coming-of-age story. I think it's a story about finding yourself and also accepting yourself. So I hope that people can kind of find themselves in the show through characters or through the music, through the dance, and just leave the theater feeling better than they did coming.
Perfect. I know that's what I mean. I there's something about watching live theater that you don't get from watching on a screen, and it's something that I think you get that electricity but from the actors on stage into the audience. So could you give us a little sample as well?
Yes, of course. Okay, so this is the first little solo in Over at the Frankenstein Place. The darkness must go down the river of night streaming. Flow Morpheus slow, let the sun and light come streaming into my life, into my life.
As you can see, I mean, big talent coming to Milton for the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And last but not least, Kate, we're going to talk to you a little bit because you're the choreographer, but you have a character that you play as well.
Yes. Hi, I'm Kate Carpenter. I choreograph the show, and I'm one of the Phantoms. They're kind of like a Greek chorus. I feel like they represent everybody as a whole, and as an audience member, as a society. It's really cool. They like react to what's going on. They're just one whole amoeba. It's really cool.
Perfect. And I know that you sort of how long have you been doing theater?
I've been doing theater my whole life. I've been dancing my whole life, and I've been doing professional theater since I was a teenager, and I just love acting and singing and dancing.
Awesome. Well, your sample today is a little bit of dancing, one of the iconic numbers in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So you're going to teach me some steps, right?
Yes.
Let's get to it. All right, Kate, so we're going to learn, which dance are we learning, first of all?
We're learning the time warp.
Yeah, we are. The time warp is a dance that you probably heard. If you're at all familiar with Rocky Horror Picture Show, you know it. It is one that I'm familiar with, but I don't actually know the dance, so you're going to lead us through it.
Oh, so fun. This one's super easy because
right.
The dance moves are literally in the words.
Perfect.
So we got it.
You say that.
And I know we got it. Slay. Okay, cool. So we're going to start. The music goes, it's just a jump to the left, and guess what we're going to do? Jump to the left. We're going to jump to the left, and we're going to shimmy our little hands down. Slay. Got that.
Love it.
Awesome. Moving on. And then he says, step to the right, right? And we're going to step out with the right leg and bring our arms out and in. So stay. Yep, you got it. Yep. Hey. Slay, you got it. So let's try from the top all the way through. Rock on. It's just a jump to the left. And then a step to the right. Oh, see, you got it. Yeah. Put your hands on your hips, and guess what we're going to do? Put our hands on our hips. We're going to do big arms in. Yeah. Slay, you got it. Bring your knees in tight. Guess what we're going to do? Bring it in tight. Yeah. And then pelvic thrust.
Okay.
Pelvic thrust. Yeah, you got it. Right. It really jumps. And then on and say yay. We're going to do a little hip around. Say yay. Yes.
Fun.
You got it. And then we have the iconic, let's do the time warp again. Oh, see, you got it.
I was kind of watching you.
Let's do the time warp again. You got it. That was awesome. Do you want to do it all the way through from the top?
Let's do it all together.
Soleil.
Give you a little more space.
Oh, you're good. You can be close to me. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just a jump to the left. And then a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips. Oop. And bring your knees in tight. Hey, that's a pelvic would say, yeah, come on. Let's do the time warp again. Yeah! One more time. Let's do the time warp again. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yes, thank you. Kate.
Thank you.
Great job. Well, as you can see, there is so much in the show that you definitely don't want to miss. We've also got a little bit more Coast Life, but you're also not going to want to miss on the way.